Let's get to this season. When you guys got off to a hot start this year, how much was there in the locker room talking about, hey, we did this last year, we got to do it different this year?
Yeah, man. There's a lot of talk about that. We just preached the finish of last year. We was unable to finish well last year, so we just been preaching it this year. And Coach been honest about it, so we just trying to take our finish to a whole nother level.
Yeah, look, everybody says we got to finish. What have you guys actually done to be better? Because you guys are demonstrably better on the defensive side of the ball. What have you guys done to be better?
Well, practice habits, more film study, and then just applying it to the game, because it all comes down to how you perform in the game and going out there executing and just taking a game plan that we learn week in and week out and just applying it in the game.
Vic Beasley joining us in the Doug Gottlieb Show on CBS Sports Radio. What about you? I mean, look, dude, you become a dominant pass rusher. What's changed? How have you evolved in this league?
I think I'm coming along very well right now. Last year was a great learning experience for me, and I've had a chance to work with players like Dwight Freeney, who has 100-plus sacks. So it's been a benefit for me. And then along with the coaches just giving me a great game plan and me being able to go out there and execute.
Dwight Freeney teach you that spin move? Like, do you sit there and go, show me the spin move. Show it to me again. Show it to me again.
Yeah, that spin move is pretty awesome. I don't think I can craft it and perfect it like Dwight has, but I can definitely work on it. Okay, so we talked about, did you see last night, I don't know if you watched the highlights, did you see Jason Terry give a hug to J.R. Smith during the game? Did you see that in any way? No, I missed it.
Okay, so here's what happened. Jason Terry's on the Bucs now, right? So during the game is being played, and J.R. Smith comes by him, and he gives him a hug. Meanwhile, okay, J.R. Smith is in the game. Jason Terry is on the bench. And I thought it was a vet move, right? Because then the guy who J.R. Smith is guarding cuts in and scores. So, those are those kind of classic vet moves. Give me a vet move that Dwight Freeney has taught you.
A vet? Oh, that was a pretty cool one right there. I guess the vet move that Dwight has taught me.
Yeah.
I think, really, man, it's just his knowledge of the game, really. Just setting up the offensive linemen. Definitely stole a lot of knowledge from him on that note. Little sneaky ways, I'll probably keep that to myself, but, he's a great player, and he helped me out a lot.
You guys lost True. You guys lost Desmond Trufant for the year. How do you manage that? How do you fill in for him now that he's not with you?
Yeah, losing True, man, a highly talented player, and our organization, man, just like next man up. We lost a great player in Trufant, but we got other players who are willing to step in and who are ready to take advantage of the opportunity.
Vic Beasley joining us in the Doug Gottlieb Show here on CBS Sports Radio. The Chiefs have been the Panthers had them dead to rights. The Broncos have them dead to rights, and yet somehow they find a way. What can you guys do to not allow them Sunday on CBS at 1 o'clock? What can you do to not allow them to just hang around and win these games that, if you watch the tape, they probably shouldn't win?
Yeah, they're definitely a talented team. Like I said, man, we've been preaching that finish all year, and we've had teams where we should have had them beat, and we allowed them to get back in the game. So we're just gonna try to finish. Whenever we get up on them, try to put our foot on their throat and just keep pounding them.
All right, so tell me what it's like to watch Julio do work. Like, as a defensive player, when you're standing on the sideline and you're watching him just torch teams, what's that like to watch as a guy who has the best seat in the house?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing just seeing a player like Julio actually been a teammate of his, and just watching him just be a monster out there, man. It's unbelievable, and I'm glad I'm on his team than on the opposing team.
I mean, look, I understand you haven't been in the league long enough, but does this feel different? Does this feel like the type of team that could make a Super Bowl? Like, does it legitimately feel every day in the locker room different from, for example, last year in terms of the vibe, or is it just the records different?
Oh, no doubt, man. No doubt, man. We definitely had a team to, compete for a Super Bowl. We have, great players here, great coaching staff who works very, very hard week in and week out. And, it just comes down to executing and just us applying ourselves and putting ourselves in the best position to win.